spotting the abs on that one.
Dang, that is unbelievable.
Where's Justin? Justin?
Stand up some business, I believe.
Dude, I just lost 5 pounds.
All right. Way to go.
There you go. BLT. You wash your hands, man.
Yeah.
Look at the abs on the stick. I was just.
Hey, this guy, look, we are PFT, and you're watching
WGS-TV on YouTube.
only.
Hello everyone, welcome to another installment of WGS-TV right here on youtube.com/WrestleGamer and ZFX-TV. I'm Double B Bujo, got a bunch of guys to introduce you to. First off, he is the host of Hardcore Wrestling Radio, which can be heard on Spreaker.com. He is the illuminous one, the shining star, Rick Star. Rick, how you shining?
I'm doing good, Billy. Thanks for having me.
Our resident music mogul is here. It's Lance Moss from Lance Moss TV. Lance, how you doing tonight?
I'm doing good. Thanks for having me.
Old friend from the Big Easy. Well, I'm sorry. Let me rephrase that. Friend from the Big Easy. James is here. James, how you doing?
You know you can call me old friend, I'm fine.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome our very special guest from the trilogy, the one, the only wrestling god, Ashton Spears. Mr. Spears, how you doing?
I'm doing great, but thanks for having me, man.
Now, the big topic that's going on right now is the injury that's been suffered by Dolph Ziggler. It was first reported as a concussion, but then, Rick, you have the rest of the story. It's been upgraded to a, what it was said, a retrograde amnesia.
I believe that when he did an interview with WWE.com, and he said he can't remember Monday into Tuesday, and they said that even they're considering doing a bet for Extreme Rules. So this is telling me that it could be a bit more serious. Now, there's another thing that tells me is I'm wondering if he actually got injured at Monday Night Raw when he got that big hit, took that big shot to the ladder, to the head with the ladder.
Now, Ashton, considering your background in wrestling and the fact that you've told us a little bit about your history when it comes to concussions, where does this really rate on like a bad injury scale, considering that he's suffering now from what they said was retrograde amnesia? I mean, how serious is the concussion?
I'll put it to you this way, man. I've suffered, as you know, I blew out MC concussion go severe. But I'll say this, that it's because as far as I'm concerned, if it was, I had a major concussion and his is upgraded from that. But I didn't have like balance. I couldn't really think really well. So it was really hard for me to even live life, much less wrestle. So I don't think Dolph is going to be there this Sunday. I just can't see it happen in 9 days.
Lance, how bad is this timing for Dolph to go down with this concussion injury?
It's horrible. Yeah, horrible.
Yeah. And we also have Lance. Lance, again, the same question to you.
Yeah, bad timing, because when you're going into a major, well, I don't want to say a major one, but a pay-per-view, and then you get a concussion. Well, concussion is never a good thing to get anyway, but yeah, just a bad time all around.
Ashton, do you see WWE at any point in time when it gets closer and closer, and they get the word that Dolph can't go through with Extreme Rules? Is there a possibility of him being stripped of the title?
I don't think so, dude. I think honestly, and this is just my opinion, because with WWE, you never know, bro. I mean, their booking lately has been, I mean, they're getting better, but like I said, with WWE, you never know. I can't see them stripping him, dude, because I'll be honest with you, dude. I wasn't a big Dolph fan when I first saw him. A lot of the workers were, and they kept saying, I was he's better than what you give him credit for. I just didn't get the gimmick. And what impressed me about him was in the Elimination Chamber when he was taking them crazy bumps and he didn't have to. And he just reminds me of the Shawn Michaels of today's generation. And bro, he's got, in my opinion, he's got it all right now. I can't see WWE stripping him the title. If they do, I could see them putting on Swagger and just right when Dolph heals up, he'll beat Swagger for nothing because Swagger already ruined his chances after he got arrested.
No, yes, definitely. Let's go on to James here. James, do you think if that possibility does happen, that the title does get stripped away from Dolph Ziggler, do you think a lot of the fans out there would be kind of outraged? That we finally get our way. They finally got their way, saying wanted Dolph for champion. Now they got Dolph champion, and now possibly with leading into the pay-per-view Extreme Rules that he might be losing the title, and not because of a match, but because of an injury.
Yeah, this is what it is that for WWE, the internet fans, is that this is basically this is your top person for them, and he's out, and he's now had a concussion. I have to see WWE stripping him of the title. I think this is WWE. I see WWE being safe. Give the title to somebody else. I say a better person would be Alberto Del Rio than Swagger because of the drug arrest. That's why I don't see Swagger getting the title. But it's just because right now, just give the title to somebody else because this is both of your world champions, the WWE champion and world heavyweight champion, are injured. The WWE champion John Cena is not that injured. But Dolph Ziggler, he has a major concussion, and concussions in any sport is serious. And I say WWE has to do something and just give Dolph Ziggler a rest and strip him of the title.
Going back to the Shining Star, Rick, if you would have to give a time frame for Dolph Ziggler to get appropriately, the right amount of time for him to rest and properly recover, considering the fact that they upgraded him to retrograde amnesia, and with those kind of head injuries, it's just you never really can tell. But if you would judge a time frame for how long you think that he should be out so he can properly recover, what time frame would you say?
Well, as you said, the head injuries are kind of fickle. I myself, and I'm not sure, I'll throw it to Ashton after this one, if he could follow up. I would say at least 30 to 60 days minimum, but I'll say at least 30. But because you don't know. I mean, like Ashton said, it's a serious a concussion. Ashton said when he had a minor concussion, he was dizzy, little off balance. He can't remember. He's having so that's saying of what if it's upgraded, he needs some time off. And this is really getting to be a hard time in the WWE because they're really pushing their superstars. They're pushing people like CM Punk. They're pushing the John Cena's. They're pushing the Dolph Ziggler's, and this is becoming a serious issue. And they really need to stop pushing the under talent up a little bit more, and they're just not doing it. This is unfortunately the results.
Yeah, and I'll definitely say this. A little bit background story about the concussions. I had 4 of them before the major one with Steve Anthony. I took a power bomb from the top rope, and man, he folded me in an O. And this is in 2006. So I mean, in 2006, I wasn't medically aware of concussions like they are today, and I was out for I think 6 to 8 weeks with just a concussion with the major. I think it was a mid-major. So what Dolph has is probably twice as worse as mine. So I mean, you could literally have him out for 30 to 60 days, and it's sad because, man, it's Dolph's time. But if you look at WWE right now, you have Bryan Danielson, you have CM Punk, Dolph Ziggler. I hate to say it, Cody Rhodes. I just hate him, but I mean, dude, the youth movement is great right now. And
Dean Ambrose, Seth Rollins.
Yeah, I always call Dean Ambrose John Moxley. I've been a Moxley mark for years. He's a big influence of my career. If you look at it, man, it's just, as a worker, I hate to see it because, I mean, Dolph finally got the ball. They finally handed him the football and he was starting to run with it. And it hurts because I know how it is because I was Mid-South heavyweight champion when I caught my concussion. I was about to go into a feud again with One Man Gang, and dude, when it took me out, dude, you have to sit on the sidelines and watch somebody else take your spot. And as a person, it kind of makes you go, wow, I'm supposed to be in this spot. And then when you come back, you're always worried about your head. I was worried about another concussion for at least another year.
Wow. Lance, let me go to you next. What possible scenarios could they run if what kind of changes could they make to the angle and the storyline for Extreme Rules if they do end up taking out Dolph Ziggler?
Well, could see just turning it instead of a triple threat ladder match, just a straight up ladder match for a vacated title, and just come up with a reason.
Well, I don't think they would have to lie about something as serious as a concussion injury when you say it, James, because considering that like I said, it's a legit injury. I don't think WWE should beat around the bush and say, what, Dolph Ziggler can appear because of this and this.
Yeah.
I honestly feel that they should actually go on the air and actually report the fact that that Dolph Ziggler suffered a serious grade concussion and he can't perform. Go ahead, Rick.
Well,
There is another possibility.
What's that?
It's a ladder match. These two men have also won titles. What else have they won?
Money in the Bank.
What do you think?
Why not Why not put another briefcase up there?
And I was thinking the same thing, that maybe if Dolph is out for a while, he wins Money in the Bank again. That's always a possibility too. They put him out till Money in the Bank to let his head heal, and he debuts there. I mean, I just don't want to see Dolph come back too fast just for this title, man, because he has at least another 10 to 12 years in the business to do this.
Yeah, absolutely.
well, for me, this is not just going to like the situation with the World Heavyweight title. Think about this. You also have the thing with AJ Lee and Big E Langston. What happens to those two?
I think, believe it or not, I think if this group splits, it's gonna help Big E Langston, because Big E Langston's career is gonna move forward, but it's also gonna help Dolph, because Dolph, I think, honestly, he truly will not become a megastar until he breaks away. He needs to be able to be one-on-one. He needs to be his own man.
Okay.
Yep.
Very interesting.
And if you think about it, you could ask Billy. I don't know if y'all are fans of Gulf Coast wrestling, but I mean, I've been in the business since like '99. I had a big run, and as I got older, then I created my faction, where I think, and I think you're right. I think if I would have had a faction in the beginning of my career, it would have kind of held me back. Where now I'm not gonna say I'm at the tail end, but I'm definitely only got a couple of more years left due to my age and my injuries. But I don't think it hurts Dolph. I think Dolph by himself can get the heat. I think Big E Langston, will he make it? You don't know, man. I mean, it depends. I think right now he's in a good position because Dolph has so much heat, but I just can't see him. He just doesn't come across my TV screen as a star. AJ's got heat, and all the guys love her because she's hot. I mean, it's easy to be a hot chick on TV and get ratings.
That's
I
true.
mean, be honest. Doesn't Biggie Langston remind you of a bad Bobby Lashley? That's what he reminds me of, like a Bobby Lashley without the charisma. He's just, I don't know. That he just doesn't. I think with us being, and even though I'm a wrestler, I don't care what anybody says. I started off as a fan before I got into wrestling. So at heart, we're all marks, every single one of us.
Mhm.
So as a fan, if you watching TV, and I think me and Mr. Hardcore Radio had this conversation too. I think what people don't realize is us as wrestling fans, we're gonna watch wrestling anyway. We will. We don't care. I mean, TNA was horrible for 2 years, and we bitched about it and swore it off, and every week we were turning it in to bitch about it. Um, I think it's the other fans that you got to look at. The people who don't tune in every week. If you're flipping them channels and you go to USA and you see somebody like a Big E Langston, you see somebody like a Cody Rhodes, a Damian Sandowski, and stuff like that, they don't make you stop and go, "Who's that?" And that's what I think Dolph has. That's what I think Danielson has. CM Punk, and as much as I hate him personally, John Cena. like we said earlier, minus Ambrose, Rollins, what's the other guy's name? I totally
Roman
forgot.
Reigns.
The Samoan. Reigns. You think about it, who are they really bringing up from that FCW that's getting over right now? And the only reason the Shield is getting over is because they're booking it right for once. You know. And I mean, that's just my opinion. I Billy, I'm a very opinionated pro wrestler, to
As
say the least.
we all are here on WGS-TV and HWR, that we're all very opinionated, and that's why I like having everyone on here, so that everyone to voice their opinions and get these different points of view. And another person's point of view that we really need to consider now is the viewers and subscribers of WGS-TV. What do you guys have to think, and what are you guys' thoughts on the seriousness of Dolph Ziggler's concussion and what might happen if they have to really take Dolph Ziggler out of Extreme Rules? Be sure you put your comments in the comment section below. Don't forget to like and favorite this video, guys. Rick Stars over on Hardcore Wrestling Radio. Rick, where can fans check you out?
Of course, you can always find me over at my Facebook page, and that's facebook.com/Hardcore Wrestling Radio. And if you'd like to listen to my show, please follow us over at Spreaker.com/HWR Media.
Lance, when can fans expect to see when they go visit your channel at Lost TV?
Album reviews, wrestling reviews, and some NASCAR reviews, and basically whatever else pops into my head.
Ashton Spears from the Trilogy. Any upcoming dates you want to announce?
Yeah, May 19th, dude. Will be, of course, Gulf Coast Wrestling, Abbeville, Louisiana. It'll be, I'm gonna defend my Gulf Coast Wrestling Extreme title in a gauntlet match. We got TK Riot coming back. We have probably the best main event Louisiana will see in years. It'll be Christian Blake, leader of the movement, my homeboy, Trilogy member Trucker Jones going at each other. And if the fans want to check me out, you can Google me and check out my YouTube videos on YouTube. You can check out, I'm actually going to start a wrestling radio show from a worker standpoint. So I'm sure Billy will plug that for me. But, man, y'all just remember, save the independence, man. And seriously, Billy and Mr. Boston guy, Mr. Boston, from a worker standpoint, I really want to say, y'all know y'all keep up the good work, and y'all really thank y'all, because without y'all, I don't have a chance to sit up here and plug the 19th with Flip Jackson versus TK Riot, me versus Shark Bait, Christian Blake versus Trucker Jones, Bad Company, and stuff like that. Because without y'all, we don't have an avenue to do this. So, you know, as much as y'all love watching us, I think I'm one of the few workers who will say thank you, bro, because we need more people like you helping us. Because if we all help each other, down south was a hotbed for wrestling. I think we could get it back.
Definitely. And, you know, it's our pleasure to do our part. So, with that being said, for the Illuminous one, the Shining Star, Rick Star, Lance Moss from Lance Moss TV, our friend James from the Big Easy, and our special guest, Ashton Spears from the Trilogy. I'm Double B Billy Boudreaux, your official wrestling game.
Stoke Artist. Stoke Artist. Stoke Artist. Stoke Artist. Spirituals medium. Stoke Artist. Stoke Artist. I'm Haley Ringrose. Stoke Artist.
My name's Andrew Weatherall.
Spirituals medium. Stoke Artist.